Hey everybody, how you guys doing out there today? I hope everybody is staying healthy and safe. Well, we're back again here for another sneaker video, and I wanted to wish you guys a belated happy Air Max Day. Air Max Day was this week. It was Tuesday, March the 26th, and it was actually one of my luckiest days ever as far as sneakers go. Not only did I hit on the shoe that I'm going to show you today, I also hit on another release that was limited to like 3,000 pairs. And I'm actually going to look at that one in another video. But the one I want to show you guys today is I was able to hit on the shock drop for the Nike Air Max 1 86 OG Big Bubble with the Volt midsole. Now, supposedly there were only like 25,000 pairs available, and I couldn't believe I actually hit on these. I never hit when the quantity is below like even like 500,000 pairs. I rarely hit. So the fact that I hit on these, I was absolutely shocked. I don't know if there is going to be a larger release down the road somewhere, but I can't imagine that they only made 25,000 pairs of these. So if you missed out on the shock drop for these, I'm thinking that if you wait probably sometime maybe in the spring or summer, they're probably going to drop a lot more pairs. But anyway, what I want to do is I want to give you guys a closer look at this shoe here, and I'm also going to do at the end of it a comparison to this one here. This is one I did on my last video on. This is the women's exclusive white midsole royal blue, and I absolutely love this one here, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a comparison between this one and this one. There are some differences on there, not a lot. As you can see, they pretty much look like the same shoe, but with a different colored midsole. But there are some differences, and I'll let you guys see those. But anyway, why don't we go ahead, we'll take a look at these, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. Let's get going.
Let's take a look at the box. I was kind of hoping we would get a special box instead of the standard one we have been seeing since Nike first released the Big Bubble last year. It would have been nice to have a royal blue box with hits of Volt. Kind of seems like a missed opportunity on Nike's part. Now, I know you don't wear the box, but it would have been a nice nod to this release. Let's take a look at the shoe. You have a royal blue felt material used along the mudguard and the swoosh. The same material is used on the midfoot and heel panels, but in a neutral gray color. You have the vibrant Volt midsole with the Big Bubble window prominently displayed. The material along the ankle collar is made of a durable mesh. This release does come with a royal blue Nike hang tag as well. The same durable mesh used around the ankle collar is on the toe box as well. A shiny nylon material is used on the tongue, and at the top of the tongue you see 326 on the tongue patch to commemorate Air Max Day. Now, the laces appear to be a little bit thicker than normal and have Volt colored aglets instead of the standard white. The insole is really cool looking. It has a royal blue and white wave pattern, and stitched into the heel is a Volt colored Nike patch. The sock liner is white with the size of the shoe stamped into at the ankle. On the back of the heel you have Nike Air in royal blue embroidered into the heel. Like I mentioned earlier, mesh is being used around the ankle collar, which is different than previous Big Bubble releases. I also wanted to mention the tongue on this release is a lot more padded than normal. Now, the medial side of the shoe is not much different than the lateral side. All the materials and color patterns are exactly the same. I do want to touch on craftsmanship. On this pair, it is really good. I do not see one error or glue stain on either shoe. Lastly, let's look at the outsole. You have hits of black on the heel and tip of the toe, Volt on the midfoot panel, and royal blue on the waffled forefoot panel. This outsole is actually really cool looking. There are some slight differences between this shoe and the women's royal blue pair that released on March 22nd. On this Volt pair, mesh is used along the ankle collar and small oval-shaped area on the midfoot instead of the shiny nylon material we normally see. On the toe box on this Volt pair, the pattern of the mesh is slightly different than the women's release. Also, a shiny nylon material is used on the tongue on this pair, while the women's pair uses mesh. And like I previously mentioned, the aglets on the women's release are white, and of course, Volt on this pair here. The tongue patches are of course different as well, 326 on the Volt pair, and the standard Nike Air Max patch on the women's release. The insoles are also different, a standard royal blue insole with Nike Air in white on the heel, compared to the royal and white wave pattern with the Volt Nike logo patch stitched into the heel on this Volt release. Both shoes have the size stamped into the sock liner. On the back of the shoe, the only real difference is using the mesh material along the ankle collar on the Volt pair instead of the shiny nylon material used on the women's release. Also, the thickness of the tongues are also different. The Volt pair is a lot more padded than normal. The outsoles are different as well. The midfoot panel is white on the women's release and Volt colored on the Volt release. The forefoot waffle panel and small panel at the tip of the toe has the colors inversed. And lastly, the panel on the back of the heel is black on both pairs.
All right, guys, so that was a closer look at the Air Max 186 OG Big Bubble in the Royal and Volt colorway here. Now, if you saw this video and you wanted to pick up a pair of these, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I really feel like there's going to be another release of these, maybe later in the spring, maybe in the summertime. I can't imagine they only made 25,000 pairs of these. However, if you're impatient and you really wanted to pick up a pair ASAP, you're going to have to go to one of the resale sites, StockX, GOAT, or eBay. I think right now, depending on your size, these retailed for $150. I know in my size, the size 14, these were going for around like $290, $300, so basically double the retail price. But I think that differs based on your size. I think the bigger the size is, the higher the price is going to be, which that normally is. So if you wanted to get a pair of these, unfortunately you're going to have to pay the resale price. Or like if you're patient, just wait. I really feel like there's going to be a wider release of these, a bigger release of these, maybe sometime in the late spring, sometime in the summer. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about the Volt colorway here. Which one do you guys prefer? Do you prefer the Volt midsole or the women's release here? I have to give the edge as far as comfort to these here. I just think that the midsole on here is a little bit softer than this one. This one is a tad bit stiffer, but not by much. But I think both of these are awesome, and I can imagine this summer I'm going to be wearing these quite a bit. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and take care. Bye.